Hi everyone and welcome back to Aaron's channel. This is his boyfriend Paul and I will be doing the voiceover for this video, which is a tutorial on this very glam Valentine's Day look, and we will show you how Aaron got this very gorgeous look after several slow motion seductive poses to the camera. Yeah, there's one. Another, and another, one more. Should we start the video? No, let's do one more for good luck. Okay, so we're going to start with some concealer. Aaron's using the Lasting Perfection concealer, and he's just putting them all over his eyelids and under the eyebrow, and then using a very small damp beauty blender to blend it all in and make his eyebrows very light and very white, probably so that the eyeshadow goes on better, but that could be a complete lie. Okay, so we're now going in with the Beauty Killer Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette with that beige shade, which I can't read because the brush was in the way. We're going to get some of that on our brush, and as you can see, it basically goes everywhere. On the eyelid, under the eyebrow, all over, everywhere. We're now going in with the pink shade, which I can't read because the light is reflecting off it. And we're going to put that in our crease, is that? No, on the eyelid as well. Yeah, back and forth, all from the crease downwards onto the eyelid, making sure that it's obviously a tad darker at the crease. We're just going to do that with both of those eyes to create a kind of black eye effect. Okay, so once we've finished with the pink, we're going to go in with the Carli Bybel eyeshadow palette and this brown. They're all brown. Yeah, that brown, and that's going to go just in the crease of each eye, back and forward, just rubbing in the crease. Is there another word for crease? Because I could really do with it, because the word crease is starting to freak me out now. Okay, we're now going in with the darker brown shade. Is that the darkest? The one on the top row anyway. And that's just going to go in the corner of our eyes and just blend right across the eyelid. It's also very important whilst you're applying this shade to keep your mouth open at all times. It really focuses your concentration, and it's actually proven to make the eyeshadow go on better. Yeah, all the way on, just keeping that mouth open. Okay, so now we're going in with the black shade, which I can't read because the brush is in the way, of the Jeffree Star palette. And we're just going to really create some definition and some shadow in the eye, going from the corner and just going all the way across that pink, just blending it all the way out to create some dark, smoky, shadowy effect on the eyelids, or just above the eyelids under the eyebrow. Okay, so now we're going to go back in with the Lasting Perfection concealer, and what we're going to do with that is we're going to put it on our hands, apparently. Oh no, put it on a brush, and then use this to completely erase the work we've just done. Yeah, put it on the eyelid, colour in all the eyeshadow that you've just put on, but well, it's never too late to start over, as they say. So basically we're just kind of colouring 3/4 of the eyelid in concealer. And then we're going to go in with the beigey colour again of the Jeffree Star palette, which I still can't read because the brush is in the way. And we're just kind of defining the lines that concealer's made and just blending it across the eyelid into the black and into the purpley pink that we've just made. And just kind of creating this kind of two-coloured eyelid sort of effect. We're now going in with this very small whitey silvery eyeshadow. I'm not sure where that's from, but that is basically going on top of the concealer and making this really silvery white bright kind of colour. But that is going to go on and be blended very slightly, not too much, just kind of blended. You still want to see kind of a definite line between the purple and the black and the white. We're now going in with the Saffron liner, and we're going to do a wing. And believe it or not, this footage isn't actually edited. Aaron is actually doing his winged liner that fast. It's years of practice, but that's just how fast he can do it. He likes to take his time with everything else, but when it comes to winged liner, he just really rush it, and that's the advice I can give to anybody wanting to do winged liner. Don't worry about it, just rush it, and it'll be fine. We're now using the Pro Conceal Orange Concealer. For any boys that wear makeup, this product is just invaluable. What this concealer does, it's obviously luminous orange, and you put this as kind of a base before your foundation, and it really just eliminates your 5 o'clock shadow or any hairs that might be coming through. Kind of once you've shaved, there'll be kind of some blueness to your face. This really eliminates that. So what you want to do is you just want to splodge it all over your face, the bottom half of your face where you get 5 o'clock shadow, and use a brush to blend it in. And the look you want to go for once this is finished is you want to look like you've had your face in a bag of tangy cheese Doritos. We're now going to use the Body Basics powder, and using a is it a powder puff? I'm not sure what that's called. Basically dab over all of the orange to begin kind of the stages of covering it up. This is before foundation. Just dab it with the very light powder. So for foundation, we're mixing 2 foundations, the No. 7 Beautifully Matte and the L'Oreal Paris 24 Hours Infallible Foundation. So mix that on your hand, and then using your finger, just dabbing spots of the foundation all over your face, especially on that orange base we've created with the orange concealer. And then just with a brush, go to town. Blend it all over your face, you know the rules. Blending foundation with a brush, just kind of being careful of that wing you've created, and obviously the eyeshadow. And we're now using the Lasting Perfection Concealer again. And that concealer is just going to go under the eyes, all kind of across the cheeks, on both sides. Just kind of create this tribal warrior sort of face paint with it. A little line on the nose, just above the lip, just below the lip on the chin. And we're going to use a damp beauty, in a minute we're going to use a damp beauty blender. Damp beauty blender, just kind of blend all that in and give the face a little bit of highlight. Now going in with the that's my powder, and he did not ask to borrow it. But we're going in with it anyway. Under the eyes with the powder brush, stop any kind of creasing with the makeup, set it in place, stop any shining, just kind of dabbing that powder under the eyes. We're then going to use another powder. Is that the one from before? I think is it? Well, it's another powder anyway, and we're using a even larger brush to kind of dab all across, kind of really take the shine off our face, really set all those layers of foundation and concealer. We're now going to use a contour pan by some makeup brand, and we're going to use the same brush that we used my powder, and just kind of brush that on the side of the face, kind of creating a contour line, and obviously at the top of our heads. We're then going to go in with a Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost, is that a Skin Frost? Using this fan brush to create some highlight just above the kind of brown shades that we've made with the contour. And then with this sleek makeup kind of, is that highlighter? We're wearing 2 highlighters. Yep, back in with the Beauty Killer Jeffree Star palette. And we're obviously using the same pink as before, using a much smaller brush to go under the lash line of both eyes to kind of make sure that both eyes are completely surrounded by this pinky shade. We're now using the browns again from the Carli Bybel, the same brown as before, the darker brown, and kind of just defining the pink that we've just added. Back in with the black from the Jeffree Star palette, and yet again just kind of defining everything. And then we're going to use the same saffron gel liner that's going to go on our lash line, making sure to be really careful that it doesn't bleed into the eyeshadow we've just placed below that lash line. Okay, we're now using the No Clumps mascara, and we're going to put on mascara. I'm not sure I need to explain how to put on mascara, but yeah, you put on mascara. And you know, like before, it really helps when you're applying mascara to just open that mouth as wide as possible. You know, catch flies, inhale the mirror if you have to. Just keep that mouth as wide open as possible to get the best application of mascara. Well now, oh, finally something I can read. I'm Nude and Celebrity Skin. Those are shades in Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks. I'm going to do a bottom shade of the Celebrity Skin, is that one? Yeah, just very slowly on the lips, and then just kind of highlight it almost with the other shade. Mix the two, create some definition in the lips, and give it a bit more brightness at the kind of tips of the lips. Okay, and finally we're going to finish with some false eyelashes using the Clear White Duo Lash Glue. I think this look is definitely defined by the eyeshadow. You want people to look at the brightness and the smokiness of that. So wearing false eyelashes just kind of draws people to your eyes, draws your Valentine's eyes to yours, so that they can really admire the beautiful work that you put in around the eyes. Obviously you can finish with whichever touches you want. Aaron's gone here with a love heart and some little sparkly gems. Okay guys, so that is it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope my rambling didn't bore you too much. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that YouTubery stuff to support Aaron, and I shall see you again very soon. Bye.